Welcome to Lee Does Stuff. Today we are talking about painting a deck and the strategy involved in painting a deck. So as you can see here, I painted a little spot there, and you never want to paint yourself in a corner. So I'm going to back myself off from this point here, and I'm going to work my way back. So first we're going to get our whiz roller here, and I'm going to show you what we can contend with a deck. And it can be kind of difficult. So let's roll out these boards here. And you'll notice that there are cracks and like holes and whatnot, especially on older boards that are dry. And you really want to drive the paint in the cracks. So it's not just laying the paint on like on a wall. You really got to drive the paint in. And remember, we will be doing 2 coats. So there we go. But something's missing here. Look at the crack between here. See the crack? So what to do, because your deck will not look complete. So there's 2 ways you can do it. You can use a brush and just brush like that, or we can also take the whiz roller. Now, between the 2, I got to be honest, I really like just doing a brushing technique like I'm doing right now. But if you want and you're so inclined and the cracks are maybe not as pronounced, you can use your whiz roller. And that's what I'm going to do coming up here. I'm going to show you how to use the whiz roller as well. But the brush technique is probably going to get you the best coverage and is probably going to be the fastest. Okay, so in the first one I rolled first the face of the board, but in the second one here, I'm going to paint between the cracks of the boards first, and then I'm going to roll the boards. And I actually found that for me, I actually like doing the cracks first and then rolling out the boards. Okay, here we go. Da 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 da. This is the technique with the whiz roller. You can just drag it along the crack like this. And it works. It's fine. Nothing wrong with it. But I still say the brush at the end of the day, the brush is just a little bit better. Okay, so we did between the cracks. Now we're going to roll it out. Again, you want to try to get all those nooks and crannies in the boards, and you want to apply a little bit more pressure than you normally would, say if you're doing a wall or whatnot. And things are setting up pretty nice here. I am really excited about this. Decks are so satisfying. Aren't they? Decks are very, very satisfying. So you always want to work with your wet edge as well. So you're working from left to right or right to left, whatever your strategy is. I usually do 3 boards at a time, and I continue on rolling. And see, I'm working left to right here, and I've cut in from the other side, and I'm backing myself out. I'm backing myself out from where I am, and there's a gate behind me, which I will show, and this is sort of the technique that I figured was going to be the best. So, there's no right or wrong way. Again, I'm trying to point out that you got to drive that paint in the cracks of the boards and get those little screw holes. Like, let's really seal this stuff up. And I got to tell you, after I did 1 coat, when you come in the morning, that dew and the mist in the morning, the boards that were treated and covered, they had a lot more condensation on them than the boards that didn't, which shows us that the products work and are really sealing up the boards quite nicely. So that's what we want at the end of the day. We want protection. That's the greatest thing that paint gives us, is protection to a surface. So, and what else? What am I thinking of here? Well, are we painting or are we staining, or are we doing both? And here we're doing both. This is an actual tinted stain that I'm using. So you get the best of both worlds. And so here we go. Here's a reverse of what we're doing here. And right behind old Lee Sr. there, we are going to back off. See, he's going to go through the gate there, and right there, I already sprayed the lattice earlier, so it's not set up behind there, and he's just going to back off, and there's stairs there. It's going to be great. So that's a strategy, and this is looking really good. And when you come on here, wear your socks. You see, when you're walking around, because it takes a deck 3 or 4 days to really harden up. So you don't want to put all your furniture on too fast. Thank you for watching.